Hey guys, it's Andy here, and this is another update on what I've been working on. So, you can see right off the bat, these little guys. This is my first step in moving towards replacing normal AA's and C batteries with crystal cells. So, that may seem ridiculous because a lot of guys working on crystal cells this is one of the first things they do is they put two cells together or three cells together and they hook it up to an LED light and then they just like leave it. I've been working on crystal cells for 6, 7 months now. I haven't done that a single time yet at all. Why wouldn't you just hook one up? Because I've been trying to perfect the electrolytic and trying to figure out what happens to these crystal cells. So corrosion testing, which requires a lot of building cells, leaving them for a week or a month or whatever, then tearing them apart and observing the corrosion of the anode, which is magnesium. But anyway, so I've had these guys running for a week now, and it's been really rainy and shitty weather out, and these things are brighter than ever. So I haven't added any water at all, and they're brighter than when I first assembled them. Now, I built them, I left them for a week because my electrolytic requires a week in order to uh, start growing the crystal and dry up a bit, which is annoying, but it's really good. I'm seeing very strong results, and I don't know if you can see the growth of it, kind of like clumpy growth. And I just like stacked them on top of each other and used a hot glue gun to just secure them together. So they're they're pretty nice. I'm quite happy. So anyways, these are my first steps forward in using these things for something other than sitting on a shelf, not powering anything. So this guy here is 1 inch diameter brass pipe that has a strip of nickel ribbon wire running along the side of it, and you can't see it, but there's graphite paper. It just coats the whole outer wall. So it has three cathodes: nickel, brass, and graphite. Technically brass is zinc and copper, so you could say it has four, but not really. And brass doesn't work nearly as good as copper, but I don't really want to dish out like 60 or 70 bucks for a long pipe of 1 inch diameter copper pipe. So that's why I'm using this guy for now. He's outputting 1.4 volts and starts at 60 milliamps but levels off at 30 milliamps, so is putting out a decent amount of electricity, but he still doesn't compare to smaller ones that I could just run in series or parallel to make the same equivalent at a far reduced price. So that's just good for testing and verification. So these ones are my signature 3/4 inch diameter copper pipe with 1/4 inch diameter magnesium core. This has the exact same as this one here. So it's got nickel chromium instead of just nickel wire or ribbon wire. So both of them run at around 1.5 volts or 1.44 volts and 14 or 12 milliamps. It really depends. So I'll just hook these in series, get myself 3 volts, and power this yellow LED. There. There. It's pretty bright. So the camera kind of is misleading though. The brightness you're seeing isn't that bright, but it's still a nice test. Here's a red one. It'll be a lot brighter since it requires less voltage and less current to operate. Yeah, like I said, it's not as bright as it looks in the video, but it's not a big deal. So these are 1/2 inch diameter, slightly smaller. I ran out of magnesium rod, which is why these are smaller. They would be the same height as these ones, but couldn't do it, unfortunately. Now they are outputting 1.5 volts and around 15 milliamps. So that means that these little guys are outputting the same power as these bigger guys, which means this is a waste of money, space, and resources. I mean, that's basically what it means, right? This is one of my very first ones I built, 11th of February. Let's see. 11th of February, putting out 1.4 volts and 10 milliamps. So with all the bad weather and all the rain and stuff, this guy has been recharged just by atmospheric moisture. And let's see, 11th of February, so over 6 months old for sure, and outputting a quite reasonable amount of power. Now, of course, the L, Laser Saber's composition, the A, that's my own composition. So my composition is kind of a mishmash of John from Manahawkin 1's composition and Laser Saber's. So mine is 4 parts table salt, 1 part borax, 1 part no salt, and 1 part Epsom salts. The Epsom salts is what makes mine take a week to cure before it's usable. And I don't use alum because it's too corrosive to magnesium. This is JA, it uses an aluminum core instead of magnesium core. JA was built April 18th, and it uses John from Manahawkin 1's electrolytic composition. And let's see, it puts out 0.6 volts and 0.5 milliamps. I haven't added any water to this, I haven't done anything to it, so that's why it's outputting almost no current. We all know that aluminum does far better than magnesium, so it's just a good longevity test. Now this guy here, built February 11th, so same age as this one. It's a Laser Saber one as well. My previous video, this end, it corroded right off, fell off, and this end, it looks like day one. It's perfect. Now, I threw a lot of water in it because this is a lot of surface area all the way through, and you know, you can't just put a few drops into something this big and expect it to work. So anyways, I measured it just now, and it's at 1.45 volts and 30 milliamps. So this guy here is putting out almost the same as this guy here. And this guy is over 6 months old, so it says a lot for Laser Saber's composition. It's impressive, but I don't like that it corroded. Now, it more than likely corroded because I was adding water in the end and I had it exposed to air. Was it Fasato or whatever his name is? I'm sorry for getting your name wrong, but he strongly suggests airtight sealing these things. I will be getting to that soon, but for right now I'm not doing it. It's just too much of a headache. So yeah, and I'm just testing lots of things. These guys here, they were built, what does my paperwork say? 4th of May at 11 a.m. How precise. As of now, they are outputting 1.3 volts, 7 milliamps, 1.4 volts, 7 milliamps, 1.4 volts, 8 milliamps. You know, in case you're wondering, so this is like months of recordings. It's a little ridiculous. And then this one is huge. So these are my new ones. I have a lot of old ones. A lot of these don't even exist anymore. So yeah, there's my recordings. It's a little ridiculous, but whatever. So I'm just having fun testing this stuff out, and I don't know, playing around with it. I've been doing a lot of testing with jewel ringers, following Laser Saber's newest designs. So just one more thing I forgot to mention. So John from Anohawken1 developed this idea and design where you take aluminum foil tape and ribbon wire and you create a series string very easily, and it's made of a very durable plastic shell. You know, these little pill balls you get pretty much anywhere. Walmart's an easy place to get them. These ones are like $3. He's using sets of 4 ones, which are great too. I've had a lot of problems with mine. I didn't have a screen to separate the anode and cathode, which I think has caused a lot of my voltage problems. But yeah, it's a great idea. It's a really smart design. Anyways, if any of you are interested in this, let me know what you think. What devices could I throw this stuff into? I'm gonna be just playing around with motors and stuff in the near future. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, favorite, subscribe, and have a good day.